It's funny because this is the sixth game we've watched today, and all 6 games, Tremble, Warbeast, and Midas have been banned in the first 4 bans.
That's a good point.
So I mean, it's kind of similar, and kind of tells you too that people like fear the heroes.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, that's interesting coincidence there. The only difference here in this case, Tempest taken out this time. Obviously, we've seen him throughout today, but not going to be seeing him here as Insania takes him away. But so yeah, a little bit different here as far as the draft goes for either side. You see a jungler and a support for Fresh. You have an initiator and a secondary support even for the Legion team over here with that behemoth, but possible suicide. Ooh, they got the Solstice jungler. Okay, they had Ophelia, but they chose not to.
Well, yeah, I'm a little bit curious about that. I know Slap likes to play the hero, and he does it really well too. But with this Endro pick, though, it kind of tells me that Fresh is going to be able, or wants to sit back and farm a bit, with a hard carry and just have an Endro swap, and so the carry doesn't die in every team fight or a pick off or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what they want to do. Sync's going to go with a lot of early aggression again, though. This time with the Solstice.
Yeah, the Solstice, the Kraken, I will say, we saw like game 1, of course, for Fresh over here, and Haxer played it fantastic in that game, so looking to go back to that as well. And see if he can get work done just like he did there, but now the second tier of bans happening. Clanks, Swiftblade, and Dark Lady so far taken out, so once again, as far as very carry heavy, and we see that Clanks, and Sania especially is just always stressed. He just does not like the hero in general, playing against it or even picking it themselves, just because it feels like it's a little cheesy even. But yeah, he did get some nerfs as we were talking about earlier, and I am actually interested to see him being picked up actually and how he fares now post nerfs here, but I have to wait till next cycle to witness that perhaps.
Yeah, I'm sure we will see him.
Oh yeah.
And I still think, regardless if he got nerfed or not, that he's stronger than other carries. So yeah, there's that.
All right, we got Sandwraith and Doctor to finish. So yeah, just all carry heavy bands coming out here.
Yeah, Doctor ban there. Mickey played it great last game, so they don't want to face that again, I guess.
There's still Flint Beastwood on the board.
And Hammerstorm.
Yeah, well, that's never going to be picked up because people don't.
As if Flint is going to be picked up.
I mean, Flint, yeah, they'll pick him up because they think the change is cool. But I mean, Hammerstorm's always just been a really strong hero, but just like Berserker too. Yeah, no, they're out there. It's just they don't get played. No, but wait, I mean, Oogie is actually one that comes to mind here, and neither team actually seems like an Oogie team, really, so maybe not him, but ooh, they're going to go Pyro support, most likely.
I mean, I guess Probus can play Oogie.
Yeah.
I know Hackstrom plays it a little bit as well in TMM sometimes, but yeah. They could if they wanted to. I don't know if it's the game for it.
You know, a hero that I noticed that we didn't see actually this weekend at all here in the brackets was Deadwood, actually. No, we did see him. We did see him in the first game, didn't we? Okay,
today?
never mind. No, not today. Yesterday. We saw him yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So, but we did only see him once, though. But yeah, I feel like those changes that happened to him, he's actually a really strong, potentially strong hero now, with the new Ultimate especially. But
I mean, it could be okay for this Hellborn team, but they decided to go Kraken, and I don't think they will go both, because Legion has 3 strength heroes right now, and with the change, that should have a lot of effect on those heroes.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to go Deadwood since they went Kraken, but they could have.
All right, they go Malakin. Again, it's several similarities to the first game here. That worked out very well for them in the end, so it makes sense.
It's a lot different this game now, because Malakin was really good game 1 since Sync had a lot of physical damage, but if you look at their lineup right now, they're mostly about magic damage, so it's going to be fairly easy to kill Malikan, even when he gets the Insanitarius and Whispering Helm. But when he starts to get that shrunken head as well, that's going to be a bit harder.
What are they doing here? Who are they farming with?
Sync, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the way they swapped around now, it seems like it's going to be a Pyromancer in mid or shortening.
I think that they're not running out there, and they're going to keep fresh guessing. So. Yeah.
Pebbles with Insane, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah, it's what I expected when they last pick a Luna like that. Gonna go the Valkyrie.
All right.
I mean, I guess it's okay because Legion will not be spawning a lot of illusions, and none of them is really gonna go Geometer Spain. So I mean, the arrow is pretty much like having a free road towards the Legion heroes. I mean, it's definitely decent as opposed to other games where you have, you know, Cersei, sometimes, you know, Silhouettes with Geobane and other carries with Geobane. It's definitely a lot harder to hit the arrows with illusions going around, but it's going to be pretty easy this game. And if I recall correctly, Haxtran has played Valkyrie recently, and I think you noted out that he landed a couple of big 5-second arrows as well in that game.
Yes, I do remember that. Now, I'm also taken back by what's going on here. We do have a pause, obviously, right away, but if you notice the Luna, he's actually TPing bottom lane right off the bat. So he's done this, you know, he did actually do this fairly recently, now that I think about it, where he went through a little bit of a phase where he TP'd and then placed the ward as soon as possible, so...
The reasoning is for that is because if you see in his inventory, he has a ward as well. He want to go out and lane ward really quickly, whereas if he didn't TP, even if he bought boots, he still wouldn't get to that position to lane ward before the Hellborn gets there. The only way to get there faster is to TP. So what he really wants to know before the laning phase starts is how Hellborn is going to lane it, if they're going to man up or not. Because then they can adjust right off the bat, instead of, oh, shit, they're laning this way. Sorry for the word there, but they're laning it this way, and now we have to switch. They kind of want to do it right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so, I mean, obviously the question is it worth 135 gold to do that for that information? And I mean, I guess with the post the courier change especially, where you don't have to worry about upgrading, you know, again, there's a little bit more gold for that support to spend elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to know, I'd say it's worth it. Because if you don't do it, you're not going to know. So there's that.
All right. Well,
especially with the courier change, as we said, it makes it more viable in a sense. So, yeah, there's that.
Well, he's going for it here, so they will get that information, and we'll see how X-Sync does respond to it. Now, again, if they're only supposed to have this paused here for, oh, I guess that they're ready, actually, as fresh as they'll. X-Sync, just a matter of when they're good to go, then we'll be good for this game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is it. Cycle 2 champions going to be found out here. So here goes a Luna, porting to the bottom, as we were talking about here. It does have a couple of Ward sites even on here. Just going to use the one, though, for the lane. Gets that down. You do see, and they are sending a tri-lane down here, so this is going to be good information for Sync.
It was going to be good information regardless. Because if they didn't, they would know that they are not tri-laning. So.
Good point.
Yeah.
So now, how will they set up, you figure? If they know it's a tri-lane, how do you think Sync should set up?
I think they would want to dodge, in all honesty, since they have the Solstice. I mean, it's kind of awkward because their Parasite's going to... Like, unless they block the hard camp, that might be something they look to do. The right hard camp, that is. But if you don't do that, Parasite's going to be farming like the right side of the forest. Solstice is going to be in the left. It's kind of awkward for Solstice to run past a Parasite to go and gank, you know?
Yeah.
So I figure just in that sense, I think that they want to dodge. But if they want to block the hard camp and kind of make some plays with that, you know, I think they can manage.
So... This is interesting because so he invested into doing this, yet look at Fresh, they have not even remotely gone into the lane yet. So the Ward of Sight essentially is telling them right now that this is probably going to be a suicide because no one's showing, so they figure maybe if anything, you know, Valkyrie's perhaps sitting back waiting for the creep wave or whatever. But it's actually going to be a tri lane, so the Ward of Sight's eventually going to see it, but I wonder if it's just going to be too late for them to really try to do something now as far as switching it up.
I mean, that's well played by Fresh, but then again, how many games do you see teams just playing passive before the game starts?
Exactly,
usually teams run in as 5, you know, so usually, like most games, you would get something out of it. And just the game where they decided to, you know, TP and do the warding, I mean, it happens that they don't go as 5, so, I mean, definitely coincidental stuff happening right there.
Yeah. Parasite and Solstice having a good time. Trying to last hit over here amongst one another, but Parasite eventually goes to the Catman champion, takes it over, and now is going to harass Slapped quite a bit. Actually do some pretty good damage to him here with that stomp, so going to force him to have to use some heavy regen early on. But yeah,
Hellborn is...
Go ahead.
Hellborn is gaining so much from this, though. They did block the right hard camp, but as you saw, Parasite got some nice moves down there. Took out one of the easy camp monsters as well. And now it's basically, he's actually going to counter war as well, so that's good for them. So now it's going to be the situation where Solstice, if he wants to show in the lane, he has to walk past Parasite in order to gank, and that's going to be a bit awkward. We'll see how it plays out, though.
Not the greatest spawn here for Parasite, and Necromancer, not really his go-to creep, but that's better than nothing. He'll take it. And continue to harass Solstice here and make him have a difficult time. So yeah, I mean, really at this rate, both Solstice and Parasite even may just not have a great time. So I guess that's kind of the trade-off, though, if you're this Hellborn side. And in fact, Solstice actually is being collapsed on here. Andromeda's running over. Okay, gonna block this from him farming this camp, and there you go, takes over the Vagabond leader. So gonna 2-minute rune control here.
Slapped had the right mindset. He wanted to walk into the hard camp and block it, so Parasite couldn't take the next one, but he immediately changed his mind when he saw Andro, so that's just good movement from Serenia as well, securing that it wouldn't be blocked.
Yeah. Ooh, bottom lane, Valkyrie is being pushed out by Pebbles there, but you see the creep wave is pushed up, and actually they're going for the gank here on Luna. They're going for the Bloodlust. Unfortunately, though, not able to set it up. The arrow's going to be set up on a Pebbles, though, with the Commissar in the lead. Yeah, Parasite goes down first, however. Is it going to be enough auto attack damage on a Pebbles? He leaps in aggressively. Yes, it will be when it's all said and done. And now Luna actually in trouble as well. One more auto attack should do her in, as it does. Solstice running over, but just could not get here in time. So they get the Bloodlust go. Oh, but look at that, too. Probusk manages to chase down Behemoth. And so especially with that, you probably favor Mint in the end. The big picture.
I have no clue how Malikan kills a Behemoth, but okay. That's probably because Behemoth chose a poor way to walk, and he was able to get the cooldown off again, like 2 sword throws or something. More kills happening.
Yeah, didn't catch that actually, but Serenia collapsed on him, so at least they end with a kill themselves, does X-Sync. Which is the good news there, but this is definitely proven to be a pretty back-and-forth bottom lane. Pebbles now going to go back to recovering and farm here.
They did get the Bloodlust kill, which initially was 2v3, which was kind of impressive. It was a good combo by Pebbles, but in the end they kind of got turned around on.
How are the other lanes going, by the way? How about the middle lane? That's the one I really haven't talked about at all yet. Pyromancer versus Kraken here. Pyromancer 29-2, Kraken 11-0, so to say the least, Mickey's having a fantastic time on Pyromancer here. In the middle.
Pyromancer is still a really good 1v1er. He might die here, though.
Ooh, he's going to go this path here. Kraken, is he going to try to risk it, go for a charge? He's not. You see Parasite taken out of the creep.
Yeah, they did get the gold and experience for that. Slapped got the credit for his Vagabond leader, so that's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah. Now Pyromancer back to the middle, but yeah, so Pyromancer, he's definitely taking advantage of just his laning presence in general here. Solstice is found. He charges through trying to survive. You see Pyromancer is coming over, so they got to be careful, but he doesn't have mana, actually.
It's a great juke, but I slapped there.
Yeah.
They did not expect him to do that, so yeah. Well done by him, but he's going to have to walk back to base.
Very well played there. You see Luna's going to stack this camp, but nope, Andromeda will block it, so never mind. Prevents that from happening. The mind games continue here. But again, while all this is happening, Malikin's free farming top lane. Have to remember that here. Oh, bottom? Valkyrie, she's dead. No, the leap! Wow! She's done like 5 life there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Something like that. They're gonna reinitiate, though.
He's gonna block the arrow. Aluna's gonna try to tank the arrow in case there was one. Here it comes. Pebbles is gonna easily sidestep it, but Aluna is gonna die in the end, so you can tell he's positioning herself just in case. She doesn't have falling. Here comes a flank, though, from Behemoth. He's level 4 invis. Puts the block out. Parasite puts the leech out, though. Andromeda's going to be the target of choice. Chucks it to him. The Valkyrie Prism! It's going to save me. Dodges the Phoenix Wave. What a heads up from Serenia there. And now here comes Kraken. They're turning it on at Pebbles. A torrent comes out. The fun auto attack gets the kill. We are seeing some top-level play coming out right here, and it's continuing. Behemoth is now in trouble. The release of Kraken blocked him from running away. One more auto attack should do it. And Parasite, no, not enough, actually. He does finally get it and gets the heal right there for the Blood Child's Iceland Go-Go. Gets a double tap out of it. The splash attack, it is enough in the end with Valkyrie to finish off onto, what's that?
Here comes Pyromancer.
Jeez. Pyromancer? No, he's trying to make a play right here. He killed Parasite at least. But I don't think anything else is going to happen here. Unless Malikin, oh boy. Everybody join the party.
I don't know why Malikin is down here, but
yeah.
All right.
He got here really late. Okay, yeah, now his TP is going to be on quota for 45 seconds, so he's missing out on some good farm here.
I mean, they know he's not top, otherwise he would be there, so I mean, Sync has to know that he's down here. If not in the jungle, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
It was really unfortunate with the Andrew kill there.
Well, speaking of intro kill, they will kill her again, but here we go with Malikin. He has the ultimate just in case. He's trying to hold off from using it, but he will in the end. Realizing Pebbles maybe had a chance, so... Well, he gets a kill out of it on a Pebble, so I guess there it does make it kind of worth it in the end.
Yes, I agree. But they should know that Malikin was down here, although it's kind of a hard call because they could kill Andro. They killed Andro instantly. I mean, if you can kill someone instantly and get out, I mean, there's not many. Like, you should obviously go for it, but
yeah,
I mean, you shouldn't have gone for it there, I guess. But it's hard to tell when you can kill someone instantly like that.
Parasite, able to dodge the stun. He gets hit by the Phoenix Wave, but unless he can get in range, Pyromancer, yep, the Blazing Strike. Gonna say if he can get in range, he has it, and sure enough, he did. Solstice, he's running away. The arrow's gonna be coming out. Oh, nice dodge there, just to the right, and he does not get hit as a result. So Haxerin, unfortunately, coming up short there on that arrow attempt.
He's choosing out to max the arrow, by the way. It's interesting to see.
Oh yeah, going for that, having high impact. Valkyrie leaps, by the way. Pebbles, stalagmites, no. Not going to go for it. Well, there's definitely no shortage of action here this game.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of it.
Now, how is it looking after all of that, though? I mean, Pyromancer is just really looking good. How scary is the farmed Pyromancer, would you say? I mean, we don't see this often.
It really depends what kind of farm your own carry has. But in this case, in this scenario, I would say it's pretty scary because Pyromancer is definitely the only threat that Malikin should have right now. So if Pyromancer gets off to a good start, it should definitely be scary. I mean, any hero pretty much that is 400 and plus GPM should be scary. But yeah, I would think that a Pyromancer it's really early going. They're gonna go top too.
Well, they're trying to. Probus knows though, when a level 6 Behemoth is just trying to fissure you like that and run towards you, it's pretty obvious that something's up. So Probus picks up on that.
Yeah, Malikin is kind of a hard hero to kill, and as they did game 1, I think, they picked up the Malikin and kind of did the same thing here, where Legion had the Pebbles and now even the Pyromancer. I mean, it's kind of hard to kill, but I mentioned in the draft that it's gonna be easier to kill him with the heroes they have, because if he landed a Fissure, I mean, of course Malikin would die. They're gonna find Behemoth though.
Oh, but Malikin, he couldn't get a sword throw off, and yeah, that's gonna save Behemoth in the end. He wasn't able to use it in time. I feel like he should have just went for it, knowing that the Fissure Stun was gonna probably happen, but he didn't do it in time. So Behemoth does escape. Ooh, double damage rune. Picked up by Kraken there. So Valkyrie, I always find to be an interesting hero too. Obviously, they already got the hard carry in Malakin to take care of damage presence. So what should we expect on Haxter in here, you think? What kind of build would you like to see?
He's probably going to go into the Energizer into straight Geometer Spain. But he might also go the Thunderclaw to recover a bit. He's only farming 280 gold per minute, so yeah, I think he's going to go the Energizer, and then we'll see if he really wants to enhance his farm a bit more, or just go into the Firebrand and have a bit more teamfight presence.
Oh, Stalagmite's whiffed right there, and actually Valkyrie able to sidestep it, or whatever you want to call it. Now she needs to leap right here, probably. Yep. Okay, she did not in time, and the power throw connects. So it still ends up being a death. Meanwhile, top lane, Behemoth in trouble. He goes down, so they push the top tower, and they get the tower kill. So, I mean, really, I think, again, Fresh is probably still pretty satisfied with that, despite losing Valkyrie. It did cause a lot of distraction, too, here at the bottom lane, but Malakin, bigger and better now, 470 gold per minute. You see Pyromancer, he has 1,400 gold saved up, so still intrigued to see what Mickey does prioritize here.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get gone on too. A lot of TP is coming in as well. Missed Kraken ulti.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's going to run away now. He had a double damage rate as well. Man, that's a missed opportunity for sure. Onto him there. Oof. Andromeda, meanwhile, bottom lane, being chased out. The arrow actually caused them to run a different direction. And Andromeda is going to make her getaway here, so action on both lanes, top and bottom.
We do see this similar thing from Probus coming in here as well. He's going the Insanitarius before the Whispering Helm. Again. So, I mean, it seems like he likes that. I mean, you do have, like, if you want to regen a bit of health, you do have that Life Essence form, I guess. In the jungle, you can utilize that and get full HP. So, I mean, I don't really know what's better, in all honesty. But definitely for early fighting, Insanitarius is way better. So, there's that.
Well, has it now, so in case a fight does break out, has that homecoming stone. You mentioned we saw it in the first game, made a big play with that. Eventually started to really snowball him and his team, so going to look for that opportunity perhaps here. You see the Legion side, some positives for them. I mean, Pebbles is saving up some gold now, 1,300 gold, but he only has a mana battery, power supply, and red boots still. So he's going to go a very greedy portal key here if he does end up getting it. As far as this next item, which it looks like it here.
I don't think he's going to go red boots, PK. That would be greedy, as you said. I feel like he should still just go the steam boots, especially since there's a lot of action right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he might. I mean, if he gets a kill right here, he's going to be almost, you know, having it. So, I mean, yeah, okay, maybe he's going to go it in the end anyway, but I feel like red boots PK on Pebbles is not the thing you want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, usually you have a very small mana pool to do so as well. I mean, at least with the steam boots you can get off, you know, 2 combos-ish. So, there's that.
And he's trying to line up the timing perhaps too with Pyromancer, who I believe just got his own portal key. As, yep, there we go, it's delivered. So, you know, especially with him, and if Pebbles does get it now too, there's going to be a lot of mobility here on the Legion side. And actually, it may start right here. They're going to be going. There's a jump, but he got the charge off. What a reaction from Zibby there.
Definitely. Do you see Parasite picking up Astrolabe yet again this game as well?
Oh, yeah.
But I think that has something to do with his struggling start, where Solstice and him kind of went back and forth in the jungle, and he just wanted to go a sheep item. But then again, he went Astrolabe with Refarm the other game, so
yeah,
it's hard to tell. But I would think more now than ever. He just wanted a sheep item that would have some impact, since he didn't have the best start.
Well, Solstice is the one that's really feeling that. I mean, he's actually under 200 gold per minute currently, and is level 8 right now, which is one of the lower levels in the game here. So, yes, Laps has definitely had a really quite the struggle. And, you know, it's actually interesting with this hero, with Solstice, how it works if you do fall behind early on, if you get locked down early on. That hurts a little bit more than maybe other junglers because he relies on that day form quite a bit. to flash farm, I feel like, early on, you know, with the AoE, with the lifesteal. And when it's night form, it's more the single target, so it's not as impactful for clearing stacks, especially, or the bigger camps with more creeps in them. Bottom lane, by the way, there's a leap going to be used by Valkyrie, as here comes the supporting cast on his part. The release of Kraken, not the greatest placement, was more so trying to cut him off right there. But Pebbles eventually is going to be chased down and will be killed off. Meanwhile, Pyromancer jumped in to take out Valkyrie, but at what cost there? Well, ends up being his life pretty easily in the end as Malakin joined the party, as we saw. So, Fresh, a 2-for-1 exchange here.
Yeah, they're going to go for more, though. Aurora coming out.
Oh, yeah, that's a dead Aluna. No chance for Insania. Let's make it an ultimate warrior streak for Probusk, they say.
Yeah, he's actually going to pass off completely on the Whispering Helm, going straight into Shrunken, it seems like.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. No life steal.
This is a very Magic team, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They don't really have the right click carry. I mean, maybe Solstice, but he's 200 GPM, so there's that.
That's, so again, great for Fresh right there. They find a huge opening now. I mean, Pyromancer, Mickey, he's still doing great, but it's continuing to be the case of really after him, it drops off a lot. And, again, they don't have a hard carry necessarily on the Legion side. Now, this is going to be a big catch here on Malakin if they get it to follow through with it, which they maybe, yes, the chance is barely enough. Oh, my gosh, it's not enough. He didn't have Blazing Strike, that's why. Oh. Man,
no.
So close.
Yeah. Valkyrie Brisman definitely doing work there. Because he tried to target him, and if you target the Pyromancer Phoenix Wave as an Enderstun, like right on him, if he goes invis, it will cancel the animation. So he had to recast the animation like 3 times there. So that's unfortunate. Yeah. I don't think it would have making a difference, but even despite that happening, you saw Power Throw coming out from Aluna after all of that, but it missed. But it would have gotten the kill had it hit. So
yeah,
there's that too. A lot of things not going the right way.
Yeah, they could have really used that kill too to slow things down at least, but it is unsuccessful. Speaking of the opposite of slowing things down, you see Solstice is trying to speed things up here. He's going the Alchemist Bones actually, so he's trying to recover. Right
yeah,
here.
That and versus Parasite this time around. He has the puzzle box.
True.
So.
Well, that does make sense, actually. Oh, top lane. Look at this beam trying to bait out a tower deny. He's going to go for one more auto attack. Yep, he gets it.
He almost has not shrunken. Blink.
Oh, now he's not. Oh, maybe?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. The Shockwave, he does get the kill. Andromeda is going to be killed as well as Valkyrie goes down. You do see Pyromancer, of course, the big part of that. Gets the double tap.
There you go. But it's always like that with Sync. You're like, okay, this is a free kill on Behemoth, and all of a sudden you see like all of the Sync's members there. So it's always like that with them. It's always like the unexpected initiations from nowhere.
Yep.
So
definitely the case there. So a nice 2-for-1 turn in their favor. Good news for them. Pyromancer actually going the light brand here. So.
Yeah, just trying to amp the damage and farming potential. Gives him a pretty good mana pool. His spells are kind of costly at this moment, especially when he hits 16. I mean, the Blazing Strike costs 680 mana. That's more than half of his mana pool at the moment. So definitely needing some mana items there. You can argue that he should go at tablets, but I mean they're behind and they need someone that can go damage. So I mean, Grimoire is pretty good for that.
Yeah.
It's an Invis on Kraken in the Legion Forest.
Ooh, he has or scouting out some good information right here. I'm looking at they have several heroes with dust on them, so you can tell they're prepared for obviously the Valkyrie Prism especially. That's why they have it. So Kraken needs to be careful about that. Oh, they find Parasite over here, so that's probably what they're heading over to. Yeah, that's why I'm saying hi. Okay. Now did he just come out of that ballista? Oh, the Alchemist Bones.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it. He has 1 second cooldown on Infest, so he should be able to jump into his puzzle box. But something tells me that Solstice is going to be able to stun him, and then Pyromancer is going to blink over with a red power throw as well. So I think Parasite's actually going to die here.
Yeah, the Alch Bones is actually going to really screw him here, if anything, too. So
I don't think he has time to jump into the buzzer box. If anything, Solstice Sun is going to interrupt his infest. So he stays outside. And yeah. Parasite's probably going to die here.
Yeah. Now the question is, does Mint try to run over here and maybe make a play? I mean, Malikan did just get a shrunk in. He is kind of nearby. The ultimate's up in about 14 seconds. And
yeah, Kraken has the Nimbus also, as remember.
Exactly, yeah. And he has a portal key, so he can definitely... I mean, they could definitely try to make a fight happen here, I feel like.
Behemoth did get the portal key, but his shockwave is on cooldown still, so... And also he's out of mana, pretty much, so... He's not going to be joining that fight, so... Yeah, well, they may kill Parasite, it's still not going to be a 5v4, so...
Mm-hmm. All right, well... Looks like that was... yeah, Fresh is the one that paused it here, so... Whenever they're good to go. Again, guys, this is the Grand Finals here. This is it. The winner of this game, specifically, even as this is game number 3, will take cycle number 2. Xsync and Fresh. Xsync defeated Complexity earlier, 2-1. After being down 1-0. Very similar story here, of course. They lost the first game. They won the second game pretty decisively. And now the third game, in this case, actually tends to be a pretty solid game so far for Fresh. But definitely one that... it's not over yet by any means. It's still too early on for that here. It's only 19 minutes in, but you know, a lot of people, including myself, are really intrigued to see how the new patch would affect things here with the brackets taking place. And initially, right off the bat, we actually had some pretty extreme stuff happening yesterday, in fact, as far as hero picks and everything. But today it seems like it's kind of toned down a bit. Teams and players kind of resorting back to what they really just know best, and maybe waiting for the following cycle to try to do a little bit different things. But yeah, I haven't seen too many changes being impactful, other than I guess you could say the jungle changes. Seen a lot more enhanced farm because of that, but.
Do you see Valkyrie actually picking up the Mighty Blade? That's interesting. Looking for a shrunken head. I don't think it's Ice Brand, so
yeah,
that's very defensive. Then again, it's probably going to mitigate all of Legion's damage, so there's that too. I don't know. Sitting on 80 damage right now, that's not a lot.
No, yeah, that was
kind of like tickling.
You mentioned that he maxed out his arrow first too, so really all in on that idea of trying to hit the arrow and get follow-up from that, but yeah, his auto attacks right now are pretty weak. He's playing more of a ultimate / arrow kind of Valkyrie rather than actually being a auto attack damage threat here.
Yeah, leave that to Malikan.
Yeah, he's got it pretty taken care of so far at least, and potentially will continue that, of course. But yeah, we're going to find out a bit about Pyromancer and what he can maybe do to...
Oh, you know what I noticed right now?
What's
During all of my thinking that they were going to kill Parasite, I noticed just now that Blazing Strike is on cooldown, so they're not going to be killing Parasites.
Okay.
Alright. So, now this situation is going to be another scenario than I thought. Alright. That's interesting.
Change it a little bit right here. So again, we're
supposed to get to notify some stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of time.
Pick up on all these pieces of information. I mean, yeah, as the spectators are doing it, I'm pretty sure players the same story. Obviously, you know, the longer games pause, the more they're able to kind of look at things, and be like, oh, that's right, you know, that's happening. But they don't have the information like we do at the same time, so maybe not as
No, but
easy.
they know the Pyro ult is on cooldown.
Might be a good feeling about it, yeah. At this level is, what, 90 seconds. Because that drastically decreases in cooldown, man. 150 to 90 to 55.
Wow, it's 150 at level 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it should be lower. What's Witch Layer's cooldown? I want to check that.
That's a good question.
That's always the comparison there. 55 seconds? But I can't see level 1, 2, 3, so...
Oh,
level
yeah.
55. Something tells me it's the same scaling, because Pyro also has 55 seconds at level 3. Here we go, though.
Might be. All right, watching Parasite here. Here we go indeed. So yeah, the Bliss is actually dead there. There's the jump. Is he staying alive long enough? Falcon Prison comes out. He didn't die. Here goes background. Oh, Kraken got caught, actually. That's right. He got dusted right there. So he's running now. That was because they used it because of the Valkyrie Prism, and he happened to be really close to them. So that was almost unfortunate for Kraken right there. And now they're going to continue to chase, actually. Solstice still going in. He swaps in Malik in, actually. And it's going to be enough to scare them off, realizing that they don't want to fight him necessarily. So, Sync comes out on top there.
Parasite died because he forgot he had an Astrolabe. He didn't use it.
Wow, you're right. Yeah.
A bit of unfortunate there.
Yeah, he definitely had time to use it, too.
Yeah.
That was,
I think so, too. And then jump into the puzzle box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bit of a misplay for sure, but at least more casualties didn't take place, you could say. Again, Kraken got low, but was fine in the end. Oh, top lane. This is a huge chance for Pyromancer.
Oh.
No. That Aurora.
He's gonna know, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they basically let him know that they were there with the Aurora.
That seemed pretty silly. And now Malikan's like, all right, nothing more here. Bottom lane, though, Kraken going to jump Pebbles. RTP's coming in, but the burst's going to be too quick. You see the arrow flying through even just in case, but here comes the counter. Shockwave, it connects. Kraken's caught, and he's going to be auto-attacked down in the end, so they do get something out of it there. Make it a 1-for-1.
You know what? I think Legion is in a pretty good spot after these small exchanges here.
Yeah?
Pyro's level 16 now. They can basically kill any target they go on. I mean, Behemoth is the instant initiation. I mean, the Shrunken Head on the Malikan isn't going to matter. I mean, Hellborn has to be really quick to swap out a target or counter-initiate. I mean, because whoever they initiate on is going to die in 2 seconds with this Pyro level 16 here. Mm-hmm. Also has a Grimoire coming up, so I feel like Sync should be able to gain pretty good momentum from now on.
All right, well,
see.
That's definitely a game plan for sure. And again, the more time they buy for Solstice, that's good news. At least he can get more of a physical presence going here as this game continues on. Something's being delivered to him. Okay, a Warhammer actually. Probably gonna, I would think, a Shrunken Head himself. Just wanted some damage enhancement here for the time being. But
I mean, with the strength heroes though, going the Mighty Blade is usually sometimes better because you do gain 10 damage as a strength hero because it's a strength item. So the Warhammer only gives 24 actually. I thought it was 16. It used to be something like that. All right, never mind. I mean, probably still more damage in the end, but when I play strength heroes, I usually get the Mighty Blade because it's some damage and a little bit of health as well. So
yeah.
But if you any other like what the class is called? Yeah, non-strength heroes.
Or agility, yeah.
Yeah, I mean those would make more sense. Mm-hmm. In the end, it's probably a tiny bit more damage, but yeah, just a small thing there.
Yeah, definitely a fair point. The Grimoire on Pyromancer you mentioned, it's going to be coming up here. He still needs the Blessed Orb, the pattern, and combo, so just shy of getting both of those. But yeah, level 16, so 950 magic damage. He can nearly one-shot Andromeda. You factor in, of course, magic reduction, but still, it's jump in, easy combo for the kill onto somebody like that. So yeah, it really has a picking and choosing. You know, I was actually looking at his ultimate too and going over that Staff of the Master, and I forgot that they actually added a little bit more to it, to where it's not just increased damage, it's now even does that effect of it explodes in a radius for 50% of the damage done around the
600
target.
radius. That's pretty big.
It is, yeah. No, that's actually pretty big, honestly. So I'm not saying we're going to see Staff of the Master as Kaiser goes down, by the way.
No, but it might be a possibility. I mean, pretty much with the staff there, I mean, any like targets Behemoth gets in ulti, which usually you see like 3-4 man ultis by Behemoths. I mean, that's gonna basically kill everything with the staff there. I mean, I wouldn't put it past it, but I think something more like a sheepstick or something for the pick-offs is better. I would see staff only being the better item for defending high ground or something like that, where they clump up and they push. Mm-hmm. But if they want to be the ones going for momentum and stuff, I wouldn't see it as the better item.
Well, we definitely have transitioned in a bit more of a farm game here for both sides, and you know, it's interesting to think of who this truly benefits more. You got a Malakin who's farming away and definitely really enhancing because of that, but at the same time, I mean, Pyromancer, as we're going over, is definitely has power herself, and then Solstice, this has given him plenty of time to recover, and that Shrunken Head is actually going to be coming out here. So, oh, middle lane, they're looking to make a play, but nope. Fresh is not going to give it to them. At least just yet. Yeah, no, they're playing it too safe right here. They either saw something or they suspect something, and they're going to fall back.
Oh, Malakin using the Shrunken Head in the forest. That's a misclick.
Oh, yeah. Huh. He's heading over to the Ancients. They just triple stack the Ancients. They're probably going to clear this mid here and then head over to, but yeah, and he won't have Shrunken out for another 60 seconds here.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big difference, but, well, it makes it 1 second less on the Shrunken. That might be the difference the next time he wants to use it, but you never know.
Kind of curious. I don't know if he's just forgotten, but he has the Soul's Bulwark on defensive here. As he's clearing out creeps.
I mean, I think that's the reason. I mean, did he not notice he used Shrunken Head? Because that might have been the reason he has it on defensive. He wanted to use the Soul's Bulwark, but it's the Shrunken instead. And, I mean, he must have noticed, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't not notice that. I find that very hard to believe. I know he's played this hero a lot, and it's kind of muscle memory at this point, but I would find it hard to believe that he didn't pick up on that. But yeah, with him keeping it defensive, I mean, part of me is like, maybe you're right. Because I don't see any reason. This is a very magic-heavy team. Like, if they had a lot of physical jump, then sure. But actually, middle lane, Parasite, more so up here, but he got the Prism off to help him, and despite being dusted, they're not going to chase. They figured support was coming, so they jumped him pretty heavily right there, only to survive. That was a shockwave even used, actually.
Oh, really? Okay. This is what I mean, though. Sync is taking towers right now. They're gaining momentum, as I said. I mean, and you know that Mint is fearing it too. I mean, they don't want to walk into these heroes, because any hero that walks into them is definitely going to die, even Malakin at this point.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's choosing to completely pass up on the lifesteal, so that's interesting.
Huh. Yeah, no, that's different. I mean, I've always felt like Whispering Helm is just so core on this hero, because the synergy, especially with the Zeal, the Hellborn Zeal of his passive, is so good. And the eventual Symbol of Rage build into, of course, is just fantastic. But yeah, maybe, I wonder if this has something to do with maybe he wants to get like a Frostwolf Skull eventually, or another attack.
He did purchase them Alcus and Malphite now, so maybe he will turn that into a symbol. So maybe last hope there, but I don't know. Maybe it's a hard.
See, my only issue with that though, I feel like that would be wrong. I mean, I don't know if you agree with me. I feel like you should go Whispering Helm first if you're ever going symbol for the lifesteal aspect. But
for me, it feels like he passed up on the lifesteal to try to get strength items and magic immunity to not die by random jumps where Sync's looking for pickups. And now if he's looking to go the symbol, I mean, going the Axe of the Malphite, if he has the same mindset, makes still more sense than a Whispering Helm to me. But I don't know, it might still be a heart.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
That it could be. So top lane, Pebbles is up here in the jungle. He's just waiting. Now they're going to collapse on a Valkyrie. He's probably dead right here unless he gets a leap off, which he does. He still gets stunned, though. And there's the follow-up. Yeah, but eventually is enough damage to be killed off there. So Valkyrie, she did not get her ultimate off, so at least that's not on cooldown. It's not a very long cooldown, but she's dead for another 45 seconds here.
Got delivered the Shrunken Head as they jumped in, though, so didn't get the time to use that. Otherwise, that would have definitely been the escape. Yeah, that was kind of funny because he used the leap as he got stunned by the enrage from Behemoth. He was stunned like while leaping.
Yeah.
Was a bit lucky at the same time.
Oh, what is going on over here? Solstice gets caught. Now Malakin ulties, and it is going to be enough. That was getting close, actually. But he does manage to take him out. Enough damage there. So Malakin did use everything as far as ultimate and even the Shrunken Head again. But again, yeah, by all means, he thought they might have been following, which is fine.
Yeah.
Now he's going to go back to the Ancients and finish those off, but another pick for him. But, yeah, I mean, this Golden Experience, though, it's staying pretty similar. There's not a whole lot of increase happening here in this game. So, Sync is definitely doing enough to at least keep it close here.
Yeah, they're going to go Congo now, is Mint.
There they are. I don't think they're... If Sync knew this was happening, I feel like they would have maybe tried to defend this. Oh, there we go, the power throw.
They have no shockwave or man on Behemoth, though, so they're just going to try to push.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, the power throw killed the Mauler, so he actually almost died from that. That's funny. With the red power throw.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious.
Global death from killing the Mauler.
Yeah. Just everyone get puzzle box minions, obviously. by like an hour into the game. That's not even possible, I don't think. Level 3 at least. Anyways.
I have experienced that a long time ago where a Luna power throw across the map from the enemy team, and he died because I used my barbed armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, it happened. Almost though.
That's hilarious. Pyromancer Shrunken Head just gets delivered. So he's has this defensive tool here. Very similar to Wretched Hag here. Obviously different as the portal key, but
this only tells me that Malachian is gonna have an easy time right-clicking them because they don't really have, you know, tank items or armor. I mean, Pyromancer is like, he's gonna die, you know, what's 6 or 7 hits from Malachian. So there's that. They're gonna go top here. Gonna find Andro. He's dead.
Ooh, well, more so. Let's see, that's good. It's actually ulti from Pyromancer. Yeah, it's under a minute cooldown here, so yeah, not a huge deal. But that would have been a Valkyrie most likely if it wasn't for Andro. So
yeah, so that's good. Although he does have the swap, so I don't know.
Oh, bottom lane they catch Solstice by the way again. Kraken leading in. Behemoth nearby throws out the fissure, but you see right here, it's probably, well, unless they can't chase him down, he's just running throughout the trees right here. He's still alive somehow. Oh, but he gets blocked in by the ballista.
Yeah, that's funny. Alican actually going the symbol now in the end as well. So he definitely wanted the axe to tank up a bit before. Right, so he does choose to go to lifesteal.
And he does. Gets it eventually here, just took a little bit longer, different path here.
Yeah, very different path, I would say. But has it, and now his item build looks pretty normal again, so it's good. Everyone can calm down.
Yeah, let's not worry. Yeah, the Soul's Bulwark is set to offensive now. I think it has been for a little bit, so maybe eventually realize that, but yeah, good there for them. I was going to say about Pebbles. Yeah, 2,200 gold saved up on Matthias here. He really hasn't been having a huge impact. 1, 5, and 6 only. It is pretty crazy to me that this Legion team is actually as close as they are, despite nothing's working other than Pyromancer. Pyromancer's alone really keeping the stats close here.
Yep.
I feel like.
Pretty much the Pyromancer versus Malik in battle here. I mean, Sync's only going to win through picking people off into pushing. Pyromancer's like arguably one of the best pushers in the game with that fervor ability. Haven't really talked about that, but if you leave a Pyromancer alone pushing a tower, I mean, he will push the tower so fast with a fervor. Don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something you cannot underestimate. And, you know, that also gets to the point, too, where the idea that a Pyromancer, very, very rarely seen, but it's possible to build him as a right-click carry. You know, get things like a Savage Mace, a Frost of Skull, items like that, just to really, because of the Frenzy ability, especially.
Yeah, agreed. I wouldn't really say Savage Mace first item, but he might go something like that now, although that might be a sheepstick with a Blessed Orb. But I would think that at some point he's going to build a damage item. I would hope at least.
It's falling back here, and pushing the bottom tower is Malakin, so that is a fair point being brought up. You know, we're stressing about the Soul's Bulwark, or I was at least, and I get the point's being brought up that he doesn't want to be seen with the aura to be seen of the enemies if they notice that. So, I mean, that's I honestly don't think that was the case there, but that is a point to be made for sure. That it does prevent that. Meanwhile, top lane, oof, yeah, it's if they find a target, I mean, they're dead.
Even if that was Malkin, he would have died from that. So, I mean, Malkin has 3,000 HP, but they're going to be able to bring that down with Pyromancer and Behemoth combo like that. So, I mean, Valkyrie died really fast, but I think Malkin would die equally as fast. So,
yeah,
it's a lot of damage between those two heroes, and I mean, that's what they need to do. I mean, they need to pick off these heroes, like continue to do that, and just push towers off that when they have like a big enough lead, because Pyromancer is great at killing heroes and great at pushing towers, you know, taking advantage of getting the kill too. So, yep. No longer a token on Malkin, so now should be their chance when Shockwave comes up again.
Keizo is actually in the Hellborn base right there. He actually places a ward of sight behind the top tower, and then he TPs out, so getting some vision in case they maybe push into the top lane in the next 6 minutes here, which, I don't know. I mean, they're going to need some picks here for that to happen, of course.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
Yeah, it's a really good ward just because of that, because when you do get the pick, you kind of want to see, you know, further into the base. So that's a good ward, but it's not going to pay off if they aren't getting any picks within the next 6 minutes and are close to the top lane. So it might be the most useful ward or the most useless ward. So, yeah.
Giving it a shot here. Parasite, he's with the portal key by that. I mean, he's had that for a while now. Another 2,000 gold saved up just about, so need to see what he goes into again. He's not building that aura style, the Abyssal Skull, the Soul's Bulwark that we talked about earlier. Of course, they already have the Souls on Malakin, but I think an Abyssal Skull, actually, I mean, in general, is always a pretty good item, but on this team, definitely wouldn't be a bad one to pick up here, so.
Yeah. I'm wondering why he got the portal key, because there's no channeling spells to cancel. I mean, maybe Solstice, but is that really worth?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, Malakin, oh my gosh, this is huge. He's going to be on top of Pyromancer here. Here comes Andromeda, he pops the ultimate, Andros running in, can she get there in time for a stun? Might not even need it. Malakin did so much.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about when I was talking about there's Pyromancer going the Shrunken Grimoire. I mean, I definitely agree, but I mean, you see how fast he drops to a Malakin. Just a couple of right clicks and he's dead. I mean, there's nothing he can do. He needs team support with tablets and storm spirits, and obviously his team wasn't there, so easy kill. He's gonna have to buy back here, I think, because they're forcing it.
Yeah, talk about a perfect rune right there for Malakin, having to find an invis, and sure enough, sets up the easy kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Pebbles, he's going to go for the portal key. That's going to be the correct direction. Well played by Matthias there. It's essentially one auto attack away.
All right.
From being killed.
Maybe it's not going to be a buyback in the end, since they chose to port top instead. So they don't want to be fighting 3v4 or 3v5 potentially with a buyback in mid. That would be awful. So yeah, in the end, not going to be a buyback for Pyromancer, so that's good for Sync, since they didn't even kill Pebbles as well. So good space created there from Matthias. Gonna use a smoke here in the top lane. I wonder what he's gonna find. I mean, there's no targets to solo kill, so him going up here solo makes no sense to me. I mean, maybe the Andromeda, but it's gonna be close too. I don't know about this. I mean, do you agree? I mean, he can't really kill any targets on this Hellborn team solo.
Yeah.
He just formed the wave.
Well, I feel like he's been up here a bit just simply to push it in and counter push, and that's what he's kind of doing right there. Now, uh-oh, he's in trouble here. They Valkyrie Prism in. Now they know he's somewhere around here probably. The Aurora, oh, they will spot him. Oh, misses the arrow. Actually, unfortunately, not lining up there, but it doesn't matter. So, yeah, it goes back to what you were just saying there, though. Didn't seem like the most effective idea, and ultimately ends up dying because of it.
I mean, it's good heads up from Mint knowing that Onmi or Matthias is that kind of player that will sit in the trees after pushing up a lane and just basically AFK there. They notice it with the Aurora and finds him and kills him.
Yeah.
Now they're going to push mid, trying to force a buyback. Oh.
Here we go. 30 seconds on the resurrection for Matthias. As you mentioned, he does have a buyback. But they're going to start pressuring the tower now. Malakin with the demonic breastplate is finished here. So huge item for him. No token, though, or anything like that. Again, they have a lot of burst here on the Legion's side, so definitely have to be a little worried about that still, as they will get the tower kill and fall back. Bottom tower goes down. Kraken couldn't defend it in time, and here comes the retreat. No Fireblade level 2 now, by the way, on Valkyrie even. How's that to work with here?
Yeah. There's nothing to purge in this game, so just getting it for the item, the utility item with the slow and mana drain. So.
Yeah. Also, the I mean, I guess Sheepstick is going to be happening here soon.
Okay.
Pyro.
Yeah. I mean, that's a valid point. I mean, I probably would have pointed it out had I seen the Sheepstick.
There you
But
go.
he doesn't have it yet, so. But he can buy it if he wants to, but he's saving for a buyback.
Yeah, he's 4,500 gold here, so he basically is getting to that point where he should have a buyback still. With purchasing it now, but wants to be better safe than sorry. Kongor's up. I want to say it would be the third Kongor. Well, maybe. Actually, this is the second. It's games now. It's our 6th game today, so it's hard to always keep track of Kongor kills throughout all the
Sync
games.
pushing is 4 here. Luna's in the base. Wonder what this is about. They do have a DD on Pyromancer, but he might go down really quick, seeing as Kraken might go on him with a charge here in the beginning.
Yeah. Now, the Ward of Sight is still back here for a couple more seconds, so they see Malakin come. Well, they definitely see him now with the creep. But it is going to wear off here. So, yeah, they get the tower kill at least. They get something out of that. But Kraken, he's still searching around. Not going to find anyone, though. So, Sync gets
This is so
something.
intense. Both teams playing so passive and so like want to do the big plays and everything. It's just brewing up here.
I mean, this
for a
is
big
it.
moment. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Both teams really want to win, I can tell.
Yeah.
They're going to go another Conger here. It's Mint. Legion doesn't know about it. Although they see Parasite in the vicinity. So maybe. Yeah, now you know.
Red
They
power
probably
throw.
want to defend that. But I don't think they can.
Nope.
I think it's too late, plus. Gonna get it, that sucks for them.
Pebbles is trying to push the top lane a little bit right here. He's still kind of up here. He has a ward of sight, so he's trying to get that ward of sight down again.
Yeah.
That KZ placed earlier.
I mean, they didn't counter it, so they don't know that they're doing that. So. They do have Bound Eye now, so maybe coincidentally they're gonna be able to counter ward it.
Still in here.
Ooh, they did Aurora up there. Almost spotted Solstice.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, it was really close. They had the idea. I mean, Serena is thinking about it. Not quite getting the angle.
No.
What else would they do up here? Are they trying to wait for a moment to break out where they are pushing and then they would just backdoor?
I guess, yeah, that's kind of, yeah, they're definitely, I mean, they both have homecoming stones, so it's not like they're trapped here.
I mean, maybe they're going to go for pickoff and shrunken at TP.
Yeah.
Maybe that, but...
No one's going to be here, man. I mean, and Kraken is coming back now, but they are pushing middle here, so...
Why would they go up there? There's no creeps or anything.
Yeah.
It seems like a waste of time, but then you can argue, what else would they be doing?
True.
Yeah.
Not a whole
They're
lot.
going to go for the Rex, though. Since they
Here
see
we
the
go.
mid, this is what I'm talking about.
It's a race. Malakin's going to get the React skill. No, the vulnerability at the last second. Andromeda right off the bat is dead. So maybe going a little too quickly right there. There goes the middle melee Rax. Is Malakin going to come? He doesn't have a TP. Oh, that's the biggest reason right here. Now, in the meantime, though, Pebbles, they still have plenty of burst, and down he goes. Solstice also going to fall right here. They are pushing bottom tower, and they get it, but now Malakin's here. And, of course, scaring them off. He wants to go for Pyromancer, though. He sort of throws in the ultimates. He catches Pyromancer, pops the Shrunken, needs to right-click him down. A couple more Can Pyromancer somehow get out of her portal key? No, the arrow connects, and Probus gets credit for the kill. So Sync tried to make a play right there, but unfortunately coming up short in terms of the outcome.
Close. So close of Mickey getting away. He actually did the best juke possible, but then you saw Aurora and an arrow coming in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, had it not been for, well, especially the Aurora, because that came before the arrow, he would have been able to PK. I was watching. It's really close. Just a couple of milliseconds there.
God, he has another 5,000 gold still, which he actually buys an Arcana right there. He still has plenty for a buyback, though, of course. So
That's probably going to be a Harkins played.
Yeah, I think so. You really want to see the Harkons today.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes the most sense versus Malikan too.
It does, yeah. The not only the souls, or the demonic, but the ultimate gives him a massive amount of armor, of course. So here we go, melee racks. Solstice jumps in, but not really. Pebbles will follow it, but the sword throw of Malikan port in time. Andromeda swaps out Parasite. He will fall, but it is just Andromeda after all. The rest are going to run. They pop the invis. There comes the dust. It caught Valkyrie, but Malikan was not caught. He's looking to flank. He pops the ultimate, and here we go with the splash damage. The Shrunganet goes up. The Sheep's got a Pyromancer. Pyromancer's going to die before he knows it right there. He does not have enough for another buyback, actually. Down goes Pebbles, and everyone's still alive on Fresh. Fresh might have just done it. Game number 3, very likely, and that would mean the cycle of cycle number 2 going to be for Fresh right here, pending a miracle comeback from X-Sync at this point. Oh, background, Behemoth Shockwave. It actually does take out Valkyrie, but it definitely comes at a cost. That's one of those plays where you kind of figure they know the end is really here. Pebbles will be fine. But Fresh is doing it looks like.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Malikan is just killing this Pyromancer so hard. I mean, with the fear and everything, he's killing him in seconds. I mean, that's really hurting them.
It's tough to deal with. You see Andromeda gets chucked in, but again, it's like, really, okay, go ahead and kill her. We're just fine with that. Meanwhile, we'll destroy your racks. We'll get Mega Creeps. And it's going to be official. X-Sync, their final match here as a team. It is going to come up short in the end. So, again, it's definitely one of those interesting areas of, you know, part of me did want to see them win, but at the same time, this is also a new team stepping up here and claiming cycles, claiming victories. You got cycle 1 for Complexity. You now have cycle 2 for Fresh. We are really at a point right now in the Han scene where it's as diverse as it's ever been in terms of we just do not know what to expect from cycle to cycle. So, yeah, they're just having fun with it now. They're just doing what they can to hold them off. But he got a Doombringer, by the way, and Pyromancer picked it up. Oh, boy. This game is not over yet.
Nope.
Yeah, that happened. I mean, Mega Creeps, good luck. Look at how fast they are, too, now. It's insane.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They're just so fast.
Basically, haste speed.
475 movement speed here. They're just charging. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, GG well played. It is official again, and congratulations to Fresh. They take it 2-1. So, well, a hell of a day here, but in the end, Fresh comes out on top. Final thoughts here on the game, at least. Gatlamine.
I don't know. I think it's very well played by Fresh, and they definitely deserve it. But at the same time, I'm sitting here, and it's so close for Sync players to pull through. But then, you know, these small details where Malikan kills Pyromancer in like 4 seconds. I mean, it's so small. It's not even. It's that close, really. I mean, this is the 3rd game, and we have those small details making all the difference in the world. So I mean, it's a really good game. But well played by Fresh, winning here.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that was definitely an impressive performance by them. And again, it was all throughout here, this cycle. This was their cycle to win, clearly. And, you know, we had the podcast before the regular season started here for Han Tour Season 4. And I was putting a lot of emphasis on Fresh as a team and expecting a lot out of them. With this new roster over there, as the players that they had, it seemed like that they're potentially going to be a great team. And obviously that cycle 1, again, they struggled. They really did. I was worried for them. It sounded like they realized that things were a little off, but clearly cycle 2, completely different story. They only dropped 1 game coming into the grand finals, and then they take out Sync 2-1 to then take the cycle and get their share of the prize pool and the points. And it's just got to be a good feeling, too, knowing that they've kind of gotten over this hump now of defeating the best of the best and winning an actual very legit tournament, of course. That is Diamond Division of Han Tour Season 4. So definitely big congratulations to them once again. As far as X-Sync, again, it's been a fun ride. They've been a great team to watch and very, very respected team throughout Han history here, but it sounds like that the end is official for them as a team, at least. Individually as players, we'll see where things end up, but the road, it had to end sometime, just like it has for other teams, and it seems like it will end it with a coming up short here for them, but it's been a fun time. So I am trying to grab an interview with Fresh here, seeing if I can get anyone to respond, actually. That guy's now responding, so let's try this one here. But trying to grab one of them and obviously get their reaction, always like to do. See how they are feeling here and everything. So, yeah, interesting thing about Fresh as well, I've heard of rumors from several people, again, with just obviously with the Sync situation too, but there may possibly be just some roster changes in general happening and some mix-ups, depending on the results, apparently, from this. But now with them winning the cycle in Fresh, so I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect here moving forward. But, okay, it looks like he is ready. Okay. There we go. I got this guy here. Let me drag him in here real quickly. Boom. Let's bring on this good sir. This good sir that I am bringing on is the one and only Haxer, going to be joining us here.
Hello.
Hax, hey, how's
What's
it
up,
going?
Ricky? Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm hella tired, and I broke one of my ribs, so I'm playing with a handicap here today.
You broke one of your ribs, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you recover from that. That must not be fun.
No, but I'm a beast. So,
Of course, though. Well, yeah, we would not have guessed it today. You looked pretty good today.
I didn't do shit game 3.
Yeah, you were pretty bad game 3. But the previous games, you were pretty damn good now. Here you are, Cycle 2 champion. So, of course, congratulations on that, first off.
Thank you.
Claiming it here. It wasn't easy, but at the same time, it's you guys had a hell of a run. And we mentioned you only dropped one game coming into this, and then, you ended up beating Sync here in the end 2-1. So this was a big turnaround. We'll start with that. I mean, first cycle, you guys struggled. Second cycle, clearly different. What changed? Why were you guys so much better, you'd say?
I don't think we got better. I just think all the other teams got worse. So,
Okay.
we haven't been able to practice a lot because Sib is really busy with school and Busk as well. So actually, I don't know. I think we just got a lot of momentum from winning 2-0 over Cole and Sync in the group stages. Gave us a lot of confidence and shit. So
yeah.
I think that helped a lot. And then we're just 5 really good mechanical players, and then we just try and work it out with good drafts from Serenia and in game, because we are not super coordinated ourselves at the moment. So could be a lot better. So. But overall, we're pretty happy with our performance, and it's good enough to win a full cycle. So I can't complain.
Yeah, so it's hard too, and when it accomplishes what you wanted to in the end. So this is an interesting cycle too, to where the patch happened mid-cycle essentially, and so going into the brackets, you guys are playing on a new patch. Did that worry you at all? I mean, you mentioned you guys maybe haven't scrimmed a whole lot, so did you feel like you might have been out of place, or did it work out fine?
Yeah, it was a bit, because 2 of our players in the team, they haven't even TMM'd in the new patch. They just showed up for games today, so that was kind of iffy, with the new career and the changes on some of the heroes. But there was not a lot of new heroes with the impact in these games. Like, it's pretty much the same standard shit. And we banned our bird, like, mutually.
Yeah.
So, because it's just too good right now. So I'm glad that we kind of stayed on the and played the same style and metagame that we have been doing throughout the entire cycle. And then maybe we'll change it up next cycle, But yeah, I'm glad we didn't change too much, because we're not comfortable playing in the patch yet, because there's a lot of new things.
What do you think about X-Sync now? And we were stressing a lot too how this apparently is their final game as a team, and you guys happen to defeat them in the end with that, to take cycle 2. But do you feel like, I mean, could you tell that they were definitely out of practice here at least? And
yeah, for sure. Like you can tell, like they are not as coordinated at all, and their mechanics are a bit weaker. Like there's a few misplays here and there because they obviously play another game, but they're still, like you see, they're really good players still.
Yeah.
Hella good players, and they're all five good. One of my good friends, all of them. So yeah, I really wish them all the best of luck in the future, and hope they will succeed in Dota.
Definitely, definitely. Same from here. As far as now back to you and Fresh here, I heard rumors that going into this cycle, like depending on how things finish, things could be changing. I mean, you guys just won the cycle, so I'm gonna have to assume that nothing's changing. But can you clarify that, maybe?
I mean, it's not. It's kind of obvious. Like I want to practice more. Like because I actually have time to play now, so I would like our team to compete a bit more, and I think they all want to. It's just about finding the time. But no, we have no plans of changing our roster at the moment.
Okay.
Like I don't know where we got that from, but I'm pretty. You can't really be unsatisfied with a team that lost 2 games throughout a full cycle.
Yeah.
So.
Hard for that. So yeah, no, that's good to hear though. That's good to hear things are sticking together, and obviously now, but the question is that where are some of these players going to end up, specifically Slapped. I know there's been talks to him, and do you have any insight? I mean, you don't have to say, but do you think you're aware of what may happen coming up here? Or?
I think Slapped is going to remain teamless because he sucks.
Okay, that's the obvious there. Okay, gotcha.
I know. I think Slapped is one of the most committed Hunt players. He is actually the most committed Hunt player there is, and I think any team would like to pick God because he's a goddamn good jungler. He knows every single mechanic of the game, every timing, and he cares so much about the game. He wants to win so bad,
Yeah.
So I think he is he's gold for every team he goes into. Like he's not going to be teamless for a long time. I can tell you that for sure.
Oh no, I'm sure he'll fit in just fine wherever he goes. So, Calamine, do you have any questions here for Haxorn?
No, not really. Just really well played by all of you. I was pretty impressed.
I highly appreciate it.
Especially game 1, that was almost flawless.
I wrecked that game.
Yeah, that was almost flawless from you guys.
Almost. Just almost. No, yeah, it was definitely a very impressive performance all throughout, and clearly it seems like things have come together. But one last thing, actually, Haxorn, one of the biggest criticisms we were given of your team was you guys have 3 carry players, essentially. We feel like yourself, Probus, and Zibit. I mean, has that kind of worked itself out? Do you feel very comfortable in your new roles now and everything?
I mean, yeah, because I can play any hero in the game because I have pretty good mechanics. Not to praise myself.
Wow, big deal over here. No.
Yeah, but so the only thing I have to adapt to is the play style, how to rotate, when and where to port, because it's a bit different from carry to mid. But I'm getting a hang of it, and I think I'm doing pretty good at it. So I'm comfortable playing. I'm comfortable playing anything. So I don't think it hurts us at all, having 3 carry players. People are just used to see me playing the Dark Lady, the Mage Bane, the 1 million GPM. So, but I think it's fun to play a new role as well. It's fun to try something new.
Definitely. Obviously, it seems like, again, it's been working out here. So, once again, Cycle 2 champs. Do appreciate it, Haxorn. Again, congratulations. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout-out to Kisu for being for competing with him and Han for 4 years. I wish him the best of luck in the future in Dota. And shout-out to the entire Sync team. Shout-out to my team. Shout-out to Busk today, playing super well. He carried really well. Good communication in game. And shout-out to you guys. And shout-out to Han. I hope it will live on for many, many years because I love the game.
I agree with you. Agree with you 100% there. That's for sure. So things are still going strong for now, and we got this season to look forward to. Plenty of it left. I mean, this is still only 2 now of 8 cycles in total. So, anyways, Haxorn, again, thanks again, and congratulations. Until next time, man.
Yeah, thank you a lot, Biggie.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, so Haxorn joining us there as far as bringing them on and get some insight and how they feel and everything. And, as expected, Haxorn, always a great interview. So that's cool to hear, though. Again, as he put it out, maybe he feels like everyone else just got a little bit worse. But, man, from what I saw, I feel like they actually definitely stepped up quite a bit, and they just played pretty damn well. So.
Agreed.
So we're going to actually do something a little bit different here. Now, usually we would never interview the losing team, of course, because frankly they usually wouldn't want to, but they actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to hop in with them, and, being the circumstances here, I think that kind of makes sense. So let's see, invite to call. Let me get them to bring us into this call here.
All right.
There we go. Okay. All right, I'll have you join as well here. All right, I'm gonna go into their call, bring you in though. Okay.
All right.
Whatever.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I think we're good.
Fucking lost.
Fucking.
Oh, you were so happy 1 minute ago. No, I think we're considering everything. We're really satisfied with how everything went.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's it's here. Let me bring in Callum in actually real quickly. He was a co-caster.
Sure thing.
There we go. There we go. If you can call him.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. But anyway, so here we are, guys. We're actually joined by the whole team of X-Sync here, and it's like I was saying. I mean, normally wouldn't interview the losing team because they don't think they would want to. But obviously there are different circumstances here, and you guys do come up a little bit short. But more importantly though, this is the last official match for you guys, and so it's obviously been a great run. You guys have been around for a long time, individually as players and as a team. It's definitely been a lot of fun casting you guys. But want to give you guys a chance now to maybe kind of explain more so, because I feel like there's been bits and pieces here and there as far as what's actually been going on. But if one of you, Insani or somebody, just wants to make a point, okay, so what's actually happening now with the team here?
Okay, so basically this was our last. We decided before the cycle this is the last event that we're playing together as a team because of some of us deciding to switch to a different game. And it's not. I want to make this very clear. Like, I think I speak for all of us when I say we love Han. We really do. And if we've made any other impression, it's completely not what we meant, and it's not what we've tried to do. We love the game. We think it's amazing, and we really appreciate all the things that Han and you guys have enabled us to do, and the things that we've been able to do because of Han. And all the fans out there that have been watching and tuning in, I mean, if it wasn't for all of you guys, we wouldn't have been able to do it. So we really do appreciate it. And as for the team, I think Slap is still going to be playing Han. Me, Mick, and Mao are forming a team in Dota 2.
Okay.
And we're basically practicing a lot right now, trying to do what we can to compete there and see how it goes. And then as for Own Me, I'm not really entirely sure.
Yeah, originally I was meant to create a new team with Omi, like if he until 2 days ago. So he's had a change of heart, and I don't think he's here right now. Are you Omi?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, but he doesn't. He will not be staying with me, so I'm all alone, sadly.
Oh wow, jeez. Okay, we're just gonna.
Naomi has lost interest at the moment.
Yeah,
not
that's
because he
interesting.
hates Flat.
It's not Han, it's not because of Han, because this game is really good. It's just like in general, I think I'm gonna
Okay.
not play competitive in any game for the moment at least.
I know it's not easy. I mean, it's definitely a grind, and you got to commit a lot of time to it, no matter what you're playing, for sure. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all right. So, thank you guys for explaining, because I know, again, it's kind of been all over the place there, and it helps me now understand what's actually going on. So, hey, obviously, as far as response, I mean, best of luck, of course, as always. And so you said yourself and Sania, Keizu, and Mickey going to be going forming a team over there in Dota 2. That's definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys over there. And do you have any, are there other players that you're going to be picking up that we may know, or do we not
we're
know
actually
any of this yet?
No, you actually know both the players we're playing with. One of them is Papa Male from
Okay.
QSQ.
Yeah, wow.
Me and Kezu actually in our first Han team ever, 4 or 5 years ago. We actually played with him in a team called DMSN. So it's really fun that we're playing with him again. And then our last player is actually Tail from Brazil. I don't know if you remember him.
Tail 69, of course.
Tail 69, the Moon Queen at DreamHack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Killed the QSQ dream. So yeah, he's the 5th player for our team right now.
Awesome. All right, cool. Very cool to hear.
Good
Well,
stuff.
look forward to seeing. You guys going to be named Sync Esports, or?
No.
I don't.
We'll find a suitable name in time, but
Okay.
for now.
Our name right now is Glorious Han Trash.
Nice. Got to represent Han somehow there still. Like it. Okay, well, cool. So, but yeah, anyways, I guess that was really all there was to it then. Wanted to come on here and get that insight from you guys, and then also, of course, give you guys a chance now to any final words, any other shout-outs, anything you want to say, because I know there are a lot of people tuning in, and we do have a lot of fans, and they did even request this here. So we'll start. Let's try to do it in order here, get a little organization going on. Let's start with Matthias, you'll start with you. You haven't talked much here.
What did you say?
Shoutouts or
Yeah.
other words.
Must be tough.
Oh,
playing with you,
is
man.
it like? Oh, I don't know, man. There's so many people that helped me to get to this at this point where I am now. So shout out to you guys. You know who you are. That's it.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice. Mickey, what do you got?
A shout out to Slap, actually.
Oh, thanks, Mickey. I love you too.
I don't love you, but shout out to you.
Oh. That's
Damn
it? Just slap there? All right.
Yeah.
Mickey, always a man of many words. All right. Keizu, what do you got?
Mine is a bit longer, but I'll try to keep it short.
I'm here for a while.
I would like to shout out every single teammate I've had. I'm not gonna do it like one by one, but every player I've played with that made me become not just the person, but the player I am, like at this point right now. Just along the road, all the viewers and fans that not just we've had over the time, but like Stay Green and Han in general. And my family who always supports me, my girlfriend, Penny, Bakke, Masera, old BMG, new BMG, and you, Breaky, Sam, Waza, Ace, and I think that I'm pretty much... And then last but not least, I'll have to mention my boys, Lappy, Omi, Mickey, and Aiden, of course.
Oh.
Oh. Haha, I got mentioned twice.
You can also watch Casey's 12-minute video on his YouTube channel. That as well.
Can indeed.
Insania, what do you got?
I mean, Mao just pretty much... It's so stupid. I'm just going to repeat what Mao said pretty much. But I really, truly... I really appreciated everything that Han's enabled me to do. And all you guys that have been watching Han like since the beginning till like now, it's so cool that so many of you guys have stuck around. I hope you guys keep staying around. And all of the teammates, like it's actually crazy. Like when you think back, the list of names that you would have to mention is like so many people that have had such amazing influences over you and have helped you become a better person and helped you with everything, really. Like it becomes such a big part of your life when you're playing competitively and you're practicing so much with each other. So thank you to all my old teammates. Like Mao, I won't mention you guys all by name. It would take forever. But I really appreciate it. I'm glad that I've been able to do all this stuff. And
Tobbe, skillande intervjudansken. Sorry.
Honestly, I want to give a shout out to you guys as well at Frostburn Studios, I suppose you're called now. But it was really cool that you guys flew me down to Thailand and had me cast. And it was a really cool experience. I wish more competitive players had the ability to go through that. That was really cool, and I really appreciate that. And I want to let you guys know that if there's anything I personally can do to help out Han, I will always be down to do it. So,
Definitely.
and I love all you people in the chat that press 1. You guys are amazing.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Here comes the spam.
6 minutes, boys. Quick, Breaky. You have 6 minutes.
All right. That it, Insania?
That's it.
All right. Zlapped, what do you got?
Well, since I'm staying in the game, I don't have to do all of the shoutouts. I'll just honestly say a huge shout out to all the teammates I've had up until now, and especially this team I'm with right now. It's been an amazing journey, and it's been awesome getting to know them and traveling around and just playing with them for a very long time. It's been quite a roller coaster, and it's been really amazing. So, and I really hope that they'll succeed in Dota. And I already said I'm going to be there at TI next year when they show up and watch them play.
Nice.
So it's been a great journey, and I'm happy we had an awesome time. And besides that, I guess Breaky for you, I'm going to have my new team announced on Wednesday. So
Okay. Cool.
it's pretty much decided already.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
You're in the team, by the way, Breaky.
Oh, yeah.
You're designated Hammerstorm player.
Special guest.
No.
Always.
Breaky's the best Tempest ever, dude. Like, he gave me an
That
annihilation
too.
with Nitro.
You know, okay, Breaky won a Han game with Hammerstorm, right?
I am 1-0
You know-
in competitive Hon.
Do you know who he played against?
Us.
The Honorable, myself, and Keizu. In one of our whole teams.
I'm really fucking good at this game.
Yeah.
Hey.
People just don't know.
I'm too busy casting now.
Ricky?
Somebody has to cast. What?
I have one last request before we wrap this off. Is this okay?
What is the request?
Annie has a rap about
I saw that.
would you be able to play it on a Honkai, or do you think that's too much?
I don't
Like, can he do it right here?
My mic's broken.
No, he linked me to the rap though. You're talking about the one that he linked?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. I'm not sure if he wants to do it live or if he wants you to listen to it.
I mean, I could play it. I just want to do that.
All right.
Probably shouldn't do it in the Skype call because we'll be
Wasn't
people.
me.
It's better after. This is it's a good one.
Yeah, well, I'll wrap up here and then I'll play it to send off the overall cast here.
Nice.
Penny, any shoutouts?
You know the usual. My family, everybody has made me get here to the point. Just really tough games today. And,
Are you leaving Horn?
Why are you here?
Well, Breaky, when am I not here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our homeboy.
My Han future will be announced soon as well. So just check the forums of Han, my Facebook, my MySpace, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. Thank you for having me.
MySpace.
And shout out to. That's it. Thank you.
All right, that's when you know we're done here. All right.
That's why he's here.
Yes, of course. No, but yeah, thanks again, Sync. It's obviously again been fun. You guys know I love you too, and I really do look forward to seeing you guys in your other ventures there. So, best of luck to you guys, and we'll talk more. We'll keep in touch, of course.
Thank you, Bricky.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Bricky.
Thank you, Bricky.
All right, back to our other call here. All right, let me resume this one here. You there, Kat? You should be back in a second.
Right.
All right, you back?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, well, there we go. We had a good conversation with X-Sync right there. And, again, I'm glad we did that. Definitely get them a platform there. They have been around. Obviously, all those players have been around for a long time and have done a lot for HANA as well. So, very respected players, and it's going to be fun to see them, how they move on, too. But, yeah, so Slapped is staying in Han, and Matthias is up in the air. We'll see where he ends up. But definitely got some information there, though. Apparently Wednesday we're going to find out Zlap's new Han team as well. So that's exciting stuff there. But, yeah, Calamina, I mean, that's going to start wrapping things up, however, as far as today goes and the cast and coverage here for Cycle 2. I wanted to say a shout-out to you, man. I really do appreciate you coming on here and co-casting, and thought you did a fantastic job. So thanks to you, first off. And
No problem, man. I had a lot of fun.
is there any shout-outs or any final words you want to say?
Shout out to my girlfriend and shout out to my cousin. That's all.
Cool stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's official. We are going to be wrapping up here. Cycle 2 is in the books, and yes, Fresh are your champions of Cycle number 2 here for Han Tour Season 4 as they defeat X-Sync 2-1 in a best-of-3 series. A hell of a tournament it was for them, and very deserving of being the victors in the end, no doubt. So once again, big congratulations to them. As far as our coverage for today and when we're going to be coming back next, of course, we'll be coming back, well, next weekend. Next weekend, we're going to be coming back at you to start cycle number 3. Friday, we should be doing the podcast. We're trying to make sure to do that on Fridays before a new cycle starts, do a podcast. But also, with that said, tomorrow, expect some award nominations to be going out, where you guys, the community, gets to help vote for the awards. And, you know, we had categories from MVP, of course, to the best game, the best individual performance, you know, things like that. So definitely take the time to vote for that when that's up. We'll let you know via social media. If not tomorrow, it might be up on Tuesday, but we'll let you know when that's going up. So definitely like to interact with that. And we'll have the VODs up, as always, as soon as possible, too. So, but ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be wrapping it up here. Fresh, your Cycle 2 champions. I'm gonna send it off with this song here, the panty rap. I have not listened to this before, so we'll give it a go and see how it sounds here. But anyways, again, gonna miss X-Sync, but it's also gonna be interesting to see what comes of it moving forward here. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. We'll see you next time here on Honcast.
Let's go. It all started with the kick in the air when Slap Flanks and Mickey were throwing flares in a pair. Never knew what was coming until the day that they would see. They would possibly, undoubtedly be the best team. How, what, where, asking why and who with. Till the day they joined up with the legend and a myth, taking over everything with nothing at all. And I would side suicide till they answered the call. And now it's 4 out of 5. Not sure if the last one was dead or alive. Unsure, but have heard, so they travel to find a historical oracle with a hell of a mind. They complete and they ready to slay. Knew that they were so good and they started to play. But at first was not enough, then there came a surprise. That they didn't this player ever would get mad and right. Never thought that they would come, would make it would quit. Said I'm done, and tired of all the stupid ass shit. But then he came back, this time as a man. Played crazy, no lazy, and they went to Thailand. And it was different, they were feeling alive. And it was just too easy, was slapped that aside. And when the game came down, I was scared. Flensmeister maxed out and was always prepared. And if that was not enough, Kezu always brought it back. And Sene just wrote it up and he started to stack. See, it makes sense when you're five of the best. Travel around the world in search of a test. Rolling over everyone, unstoppable force. Drift you off ways and put you off course. It makes sense when you play and you think to have the 5 best players in line and in sync. Huh, you thought it was done. Well, the same way they came is the way that they won. But before you do that, you gotta dominate the globe. From Malaysia to Thailand to Russia to Stockholm. Everybody fighting, sync ready to expect. Never suffering humility for all of their respect. Others coming out of games confused and in days. Engaged with these plays, mistakes were always made. But what can you do? Up against the best 5, put up into a crew. If you can't compete with that, then be ready to bow. Super out to killing 5 all around the map now. 5-man hold, reps a whole damn team. Make it always stunning 5 and the game's GG. Blend 6 slaughtered, but barely just taking space. Insanious draft, putting pumps up in their place. No more to save, or no more to do. 15-minute games coming out of the blue. You win shit in the blink of an eye. You can't sink deep when you're high in the sky. But it didn't make sense, things went fast till the sink train got into a pub crash. A moment of silence for the best damn team who traveled all the world to have their crushed dreams. But one day, everything changed. Every play failed, every draft strange. Never worked out, tried to CC. Out of the 20 other games, GG was the worst shit that they would ever play. Known as number 1, now what do they say? When you're stuck in a position where you don't even know when they fade and this and you're spinning out of control. Now Dennis is gone, but have no fear. The new best mid in the game is right here. Omi was his name and he's ready to show that the meaning of the best was now ready to blow. So they try to play the cycle, but things ain't the same. Mika ain't playing Mouse in another game. Aiden doesn't like it. Omi's like, what's next? Zap caught on the other side of the fence. Ain't the same sync that we used to remember. They got some big news in the end of September. That Kezi, Mika, and Sani are done. As for Zatonomi, unsure of what's to come. It's a story of sync, and if you can't take the truth, then you better grab a drink. It's a story of sync, and if you can't take the truth, then grab a drink.